to the stream today. I am doing drawing again. I've already been drawing for a few hours, so I have a couple of things already made, as you can see with the layers. I'm gonna tell some people that I'm streaming real quick, since sometimes my friends come to watch, and I do like that when they do. The internet appears to be working now, so that's good. I'm gonna take a drink real quick. Good, good, good. And now I'm going to pick something to study. The previous studies I've done already. These four. I figure I should study an animal, since, I've gotten entirely humans in here. This one looks really weird because I wanted to pick weird colors for it. I know this one also has weird colors, but they're very fitting with what was actually in the photo because the lighting was kind of golden and the shadows were bluish. This fits with the actual lighting a bit more. This one, obviously the skin tone is still pretty warm in this. I just decided to go weird with it. Let's do a dog of some kind. I'm gonna check through my album of wolves on my like file explorer. I have like sets of folders full of refs. There's a lot of them, and in animal refs I have a folder specifically for wolves, and I have maybe 40 pictures of wolves in here. I do like how this one looks. It's very like, yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. Shadows for this are pretty bluish. Maybe I'll do three tones on this. I'm taking from a video I was watching earlier, which was by Cynic's Design on YouTube, and he is recommending that to get better digital painting, you should do like two-tone studies just to get lighting down, and I found that it's working really well for me so far. I think the ones I have look pretty good. I did this one without any reference, and it's good. Surprisingly, it's good even though I didn't have reference for it, and I think that's great. And I did figure drawing for 20 minutes, like I usually do. Then these. I think this one took me the longest because it's kind of, I find very soft, like there's like a set of pictures in the website that I got all these from, which are all like from like early photography, I think, and they're all very like soft looking and like there's not a lot of definition like you can see here, just very soft forms, which are kind of difficult for me to draw. Anyway, lighting in this wolf picture I have is pretty like white, maybe on the warmer side, so I'm gonna go with this. It's a white wolf, so fairly white. There's not a lot of, I think we might go two light tones for this one actually, because the lighting isn't hitting most of the animal, just the top. So I think I'm gonna go like this Does that look good? Maybe a bit warmer. That's good. Okay. I love drawing fur. A lot like drawing hair, except focus on different stuff for it. This wolf is partially underwater, not mostly underwater. And this study did have like the pelt of a polar bear, I think. That's what she has in her arms. So I have done a bit of fur already today. Forms of this wolf in the reference are very defined, which is useful. I think I'm going to use this color also for the water, because the water is kind of close to this. Like where there's like a big section of it here that's not in shadow, whereas this part of it is in shadow. The light is coming from up here. I assume there's like trees around. I'll show the reference after I'm done. And the wolf has her tongue out, which I'm not gonna, draw because I don't have. I'm not gonna do like an entire shade of pink just for that one tongue. That big little shoulder. I think the front part of the wolf is a bit too small. I'm just gonna wait. Fuck. Is it gonna do the thing? It didn't do the thing. Nice. Wait. I think I can work with it just fine like that, actually. Okay. I'm gonna fill this in. Surprising how much easier it is to study when you can just ignore most of the colors and just take the big shapes of light and dark. Got some lighting, some bluish lighting on here. A little bit more difficult to study animals with this because fur is always multi-toned, whereas, or at least it is on most animals, whereas skin is single-toned. I do really like the lighting in this picture. I used it as a reference for a piece I did recently. It's the 30th today. I don't have chat open. I should probably have chat open. Hello Kaliazet, and hello, Father. I'm just drawing today. I don't have anything precisely on the agenda. If anything comes up that I want to do, I'll do it, but I don't have anything to do at the moment. Anything particular, that is. This is not low enough here. The snouts aren't that long. Stick tongue there. These are actually touching each other in the reference, but because the lighting is like that, it's dividing the forms a bit. I'm just gonna take the bluest parts of this and paint them in this. Not all of them are like actually blue, they're just bluer than the other parts of the blue. So there's not a lot of like blue parts on them. Yeah, yeah. And we're gonna paint the eyes in blue because, or at least the tear duct of the eye in blue because the black is very dark, naturally. Okay, move this over a little bit for that. And the nose is black as well, so I should probably paint that in black. Yeah, I'm belching for some reason. Okay. Well, you know, I'm trying. I am trying. I haven't drawn any animals yet today. I have an excuse. Okay. This is definitely a very abstract wolf. Fur appears pretty even in length, but I'm just making it a little wild for the sake of the And this shadow here in the ear is actually very dark red, but I'm gonna make it blue here. Should it be that low? No, it shouldn't be. Maybe this ear should be further down, actually. Okay, Photoshop, you can do it. I believe in you. Photoshop is gonna die way before the end of the stream today. Feel free to make suggestions in the chat, by the way, if anyone's watching. I don't have to be doing this. Okay. Correct? I think that's correct. Just need to add in the iris here. I mean, that part of the butt hair is really sticking out in the reference as well. Take and add in very bright patches, because there are a lot of very bright patches here. I'm gonna actually make it even brighter. Come on, Photoshop, you can do it. You've been open for less than 2 hours today. I don't know how you're already like this. Or how long? Started at like 10, so probably like 3 hours. No, I couldn't have started at 10. No, it should be like 2 hours, yeah. Okay, wait. Come on, Photoshop. There you go. I'm gonna have to like close Photoshop and try again sometime during the stream if I get too tired of this. I will go like entire hours with Photoshop behaving like this, just refusing to restart it if I feel like it. Around the ear, there's a lot of brightness, which makes sense. Brightness, as Shalom would say. Nice one. How long did it take you to find that? How long did it take you to find that emote? Was it near the top? I don't ever use emotes when I'm in chat, so I wouldn't know. Oh, that actually looks pretty good. Am I the best artist who has ever lived? Confirmed? Oh, that's convenient. Less dense color here, but still some. Need to make it like spawn out at this point. Like that, okay. A bit more lit up. I think that looks pretty good. Yep, the thing is not locked. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna add a couple of speculars on the water. They're called speculars. I keep hearing cynics use the word speculars in his drawing. And keep being like, I wonder how many things he can apply this to, because he uses it for absolutely everything. Those are a bit too evenly spaced. Hello, Grizzly. How are you doing, my love? That was Grizzly, right? Yep. You can tell from the sound of him moving which dog that is. Arya remains on the bed. Arya snores so loudly. Like, sometimes I'm doing stuff and she's snoring like loudly enough that it's genuinely distracting. Is there any? Oh, there is like a little bit of specularity here. I can just. Nice. Same dog situation. There, that's good. There is the shape of the mouth here. Very corner. It's the wrong shape for the suit, though. Like that. It's a bit too long though. I think it's just too high up. Let's nab this. I'm taking you with me, Sonny. Okay. Shrink that head a bit. There we go. Right? Oh, yep. Sorry, I must snore. That's better. Okay. Back a bit, because it's not supposed to be that bright there. I'm not using any opacity on this, but the brush itself isn't like a solid block, so even without opacity it looks like that. Okay, come on, come on. There we go. I should move this a bit. Looks in the background around this area, so I'm just adding them in. Come on, Photoshop, you can do it. Chug, chug, chug. Right? Here we go. Looks like a national park card. It does. It looks like that. Why does it look like that? That's strange. It's not intentional. I don't really mind, but... Okay. I sound like I'm talking to someone in the chat, but I'm just talking to myself. Sometimes I'll like have a question in my brain and answer as if I was answering another person. I do that fairly frequently. The bright fur does come down to here, just not great amounts. That's pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna say that that's good for now. And right. That's too close. There we go. That's good. There should be a bit more room on this side. Yeah, that's good. And a bit more space up here, but I'm still gonna... Yep, there. Okay, we'll put it on the page. I feel like I should move this one a bit over so there's more room for the other ones. Yep, okay. Shove this one a bit over too. Yeah, it works. Okay. Grizzly, you're sitting right behind my chair. I don't know what you're expecting. Okay, what now? Hmm, not certain. I have some pizza right here that I was having for lunch, so I'm gonna have another piece while I'm thinking. The pizza's a little bland, but I didn't have any stuff to put on it, pepperoni or anything like that. I have a couple pictures of wolf skulls that I think would be interesting to draw, since drawing skulls is a useful skill. The skulls are also just like fascinating because like bones are really interesting, right? Bones are crazy. Like you're telling me beneath all my flesh and blood and muscles, I have like little objects harder than my fingernails that like everything else is attached to? That's so weird. And that my skull is just like a big circle that's hollow, and inside the hollow, there's a big muscle that just is me. That's crazy. I also think it's interesting that the brain evolved to be in the head when the head is on most animals a very vulnerable place. Like that's why we have skulls that like cover our entire brains, right? But like our heads are sticking right out. You can chop us off at the neck pretty easily as compared to, I don't know, trying to chop someone off at the torso. Like necks are pretty dense with muscle and bone and ligaments and whatever, but they're certainly not nearly as thick as like a leg or uh your torso. Probably thicker than your arms. My arms feel more solid though. I think it's because your bones are like not. Well, the bones in your arms are like one continuous thing to the next joint, and you have a lot more joints in your neck. So, yeah. Also, fun fact, horses have 5 vertebrae in their necks. And I think that's the same number humans have. I'm gonna look it up. Vertebrae in human neck. Cervical vertebrae. No, there's 7. There's not 5, there's 7. Humans have 7 vertebrae in the neck. Horses have 7 vertebrae in the neck. And giraffes also have 7 vertebrae in their necks. Which is crazy. Like, the bones, there's the same number of them, but there have to be such different sizes because what they're accommodating for is just completely insane. Do you ever think about bones? Bones are pretty crazy. Okay, the most of the skull is fairly bright. It's like this color. I'm just gonna block it out. You got this. My sister is listening to How I Met Your Mother downstairs, and it's very loud. She loves to listen to one TV show for like the same couple of months. Or she's not listening to it, she's watching it, I assume. Probably also on her phone at the same time, but she loves to watch TV. Which is interesting, because I got the same, or nearly the same upbringing as her, and I don't care for TV at all. I get really bored by it. The skull will give it wider than that. Should probably also study human skulls sometimes, but like, what could ever be the point of that? Humans? You. I only care about dogs. Drawn dog bones up in here. Okay, that should be a great way, by the way, if anyone's wondering, to try to get proportions right is to judge the proportions of what you're drawing by the proportions of other things on the page, like in the original reference image. The proportion of the bottom of the eye to the midpoint of this is about here. So you can tell if you're drawing it in the right place because that's where it is elsewhere. The eye is a good deal smaller than I'm drawing it now. Wolves don't have very big eyes, naturally. The smaller an animal is, or at least generally the smaller an animal is, the more likely it is to have very large eyes, except for if you're a squid. If you're a squid, you get to do whatever you want. In regards to your bones. Okay, the teeth are a good deal less saturated, but not that unsaturated. Like that, a bit brighter maybe. And they go right down to the bottom and peek out a little bit because wolves have very big teeth. Fun facts with Axel. The animal, or the big cat with the largest teeth in comparison to the size of its body, is the spotted cloud leopard, or the cloud leopard, I think that's just what it's called, which is native to middle of Asia, around the India area of Asia. And then you have the jaw, which goes like this. There's a bone here, which goes This is like the ridge of the skull, kind of, between these two areas. Which goes like that. I look like I'm drawing a horse skull. Are dogs actually horses? New crazy theory. What if dogs were actually horses? Had you ever considered? What if big government is trying to hide from the fact that dogs are actually horses from us? The government doesn't want you to know dogs are actually horses. In general, this area down here is pretty dark, which makes sense. So I'm just gonna darken it up a bit. It's reflecting underneath the skull, there's a red, I think it's red paper or cloth of some kind, so it's reflecting light back up onto this, which is why I think this ridge is a bit red as well. I'm gonna make this a bit more red. Probably also increase the size of the skull. There we go. Makes it a bit easier to draw. Each tooth has a little space between it and the next tooth. Not as much as I'm drawing right now, but tone it down a bit. It's also a distinct space between where tooth is facing upward and where it's not. On these teeth up here particularly, there's like a plane change. Here, here, here. Like that. And there's a darker space here. Hurry up, who are you barking at, Miss Lady? Are you very busy doing big barkies? At literally no one? Aria loves to bark at literally no one. It's her favorite thing to do in her spare time. She's very busy the rest of the time sleeping, getting up to other important duties, like sleeping. Okay, so along the top ridge of the skull, we have this, and there's a bit of a plane change here. It's like a bit steeper in this area in the middle. Using words like plane change, ugh, what am I? Disgusting. Okay, there's like a big lump here along the line of the bone. Along the line of the tooth, I mean. Teeth are bones. Isn't it interesting that teeth are like the only bones that you're not supposed to have by the time you die? The rest you're generally supposed to keep, but not teeth. Teeth are supposed to come out pretty early. Do you ever think about bones? Bones are pretty crazy. Bone talk with Axel. Okay, we're gonna want to get like a lot of chromatic variation in here because otherwise it's gonna look boring as fuck. Okay, there's a lot of pinkish color here on this line and this line, cheekbone. A bit more yellow here. This doesn't look like anything in particular right now. Very bright yellow right here. Two of the lumpy things inside of the skull. There's a lot of lumpy things inside the skull. Tis the nature of skulls, I suppose. Right, and got like a rigid bone here. Of course, it's a rigid bone. What else would it be? And this entire area isn't very dark, actually. This area isn't, so I'm just gonna lighten that a bit up. And this needs to be a bit more pinkish, perhaps. That, yeah. Your average skull. Okay. It's more interesting to paint something that doesn't look completely normal. And we're gonna want some depth here. This, since most of this area is in shadow. Got the red reflecting back up on it. And some of it's less so. Skulls always kind of look like they're having a good time to me. I don't know why. They just look like they're having fun. Like they're grinning. This is a bit bluer. Isn't it interesting how fascinated humans are by other human bones? Like, there's entire like festivals in a lot of cultures which are just based around like thinking the skeletons are cool. We have skeletons in us our entire lives, but we never really like think about it until we're dead. At that point, the only thing that's gonna be doing any thinking is the skeleton. If skeletons can think, that is. I'm not gonna say they can't. I'm not an expert on skeleton thought processes. Skeleton psychology. Okay. My mom is gonna be furious when she comes home and I'm like, oh, guess what I drew today? And she's like, I don't know, man. And then I show her and she's gonna be like, are you kidding me? You drew this? Whenever I draw something really good, she like gets almost mad, which is pretty funny to me. She's like, what do you mean you drew this? I like to show my mother all the things I make. I think it's good. Since I'm not using opacity, this looks a lot like certain art I've seen. It's giving me big vibes. I'm getting the vibes in great numbers at the moment. These look kind of like shark teeth. I don't even know what shark teeth look like exactly, but these look kind of like them. Oh, I did not draw those big enough. Right. This would go like here. So that's where the mouth should start shutting. And this would go here. I think I might have made this note too long. Bring it back. Really weird to me whenever people like say that they're really good at drawing people but can't draw animals at all. People are just animals. I think their issue is that they're not like they don't understand anatomy exactly. Like the when you stylize a person, it's pretty easy because like you need to take fewer logical leaps to stylize a person. We know what stylized people look like because we see stylized people every day in art. But when you stylize an animal, it's a bit more of a challenge to still make it look like the animal, but also stylization. And that goes down completely, sinks into a really red shade. Yep, there we go. Laugh tracks are so annoying. I can hear one every couple of minutes. It's really weird to me that they're implemented too, just to like remind people, like, yep, this is funny. Just in case you forgot, this is funny, by the way, just so you know. Oh, there it is again. Really glad the Good Place didn't have a laugh track. I would have lost my shit if it did. This needs to be a bit darker. There we go. I might be bringing the values to reddish. Is that better? Might be a bit too saturated at that point. Okay, let's put less saturated, that's good. Okay, that's a pretty dark color for this tooth right here, because it's hiding behind that. It's even darker than that. Like that. These two aren't overlapping at all, actually, so I'm just gonna do that. They have 4 molars, it looks like. This molar is really big. Goes like way back into the skull. Unless this shape here is an extra molar, I'm not certain. Okay, that looks about right. This is a pretty good wolf skull. I'm gonna bring in a bit more darkness here. Light. Nope, not that one. It's that one. I need really good darkness here. Gotta be really deep. There's a hole in the skull here. I don't know what that's there for. Okay, there's a bit more light there. I'm gonna turn back on the opacity. I'm gonna go to my opacity version of this brush. Two versions of it, the opacity and no opacity versions. I'm gonna shove this one over a bit. Like that. Okay. That's pretty good. Need to make sure this entire area looks dark though. Doesn't quite look dark yet. I think that's because this is so prevalent. Shove that back a bit. The relevant areas. Maybe a bit darker. Yeah, it's a bit too gray. There we go. Bones. Your bones are swept clean by the desolate wind. Gotta get some greenish hints in there too, just to maintain how it looks. It's a bit too gray. Here we go. It's tragic. Well, this definitely looks like the reference. So that's something. I don't have any of the cracks in them. I need to bring out my spot brush for this. It's pretty good. Oh, something just really got my little sister. It's really funny, apparently. Okay, there's a crack and a lot of spots up here. Something in Friends. That's the show she's watching. No, not Friends. She's watching How I Met Your Mother. They're like the same show. She's been watching it for like 5 days straight now. She sits down on the couch at the beginning of the day and gets up off the couch at the end of the day. One season of Friends done. Okay, there's a line here. Going from that. Another one coming from that. I can darken this a bit. I've already seen the entirety of How I Met Your Mother, so I don't know why she wants to watch it again, but I guess she's just doing her thing. I'm gonna make this a bit yellower for this part of the suit. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. That should be more orange. Yeah, like that. I'll just push most of this back. I'm gonna have my last piece of pizza. It was just like a pre-made one that I cooked in the air fryer yesterday because the oven wouldn't start. It doesn't have anything on it, like no meat or herbs, but it's pretty good. There's a couple points of highlight over here. This Giotto bone. Your bones are swept clean by the desolate desert wind. I'm quoting Fallout, a game I've never played. Oops. Are you planning on like making enough pizza to use for one of those to be like genuinely useful? You gonna become a pizza man? I mean, those things are really cool, so if you use it, it's a pretty cool thing to have. In an outdoor oven, do you have to like wait longer? Wait, when you cook it inside, do you have to like wait longer than you would with an outdoor oven? Can you like really dish them out when you got an outdoor oven, like really quick? Mm, that makes sense. When I was in what's the name of the town? It's Menominee, town where I was born. Uh, I was there once and we went to a pizzeria and it had an outdoor oven, like the kind you would see outdoors but indoor. And it was covered in like a beautiful mosaic, and I was really impressed by it. I also had to walk there after walking 20 miles that day, which was, fun. I didn't even mean to walk 20 miles. That's like the longest I've ever walked in one day, and it wasn't even intentional. Yeah, like I was just walking around Menominee because mom was doing training for a job there. I decided to come with her. I just walked around for like with no particular goal in mind. I wasn't trying to be walking like for long distances, but by the end of the day, I'd walked 20 miles, so I think it might have been 22 miles. It was a long distance at any rate. Pretty cool place to walk around. The lake is really pretty there. Probably didn't see it. I was just walking past all of I was walking down the main street with that big hill. I'm sure you know where it is. I'm probably not gonna go to Stout. Not sure where I'm gonna go, or if I'm gonna go to college at all after I get my what's the 2-year one? The associates. I'm gonna get my associates, but after that I'm not certain. I'm gonna try to get an art job. Yeah. I don't know, concept art. I like doing art, obviously, hence the stream, but it's useful to have a degree, even if you're like skilled enough to get an art job. Sometimes they won't hire you just because you don't have the education. Nah, I don't got any skills in graphic design. It's a different thing. It would be concept art, character design, that kind of thing. Probably not character design in particular, because that's often for cartoons, and I don't have a cartoony style, but I think concept art for video games I could definitely do. Maybe prop design. I don't know, I don't have a lot of experience in that, but I could do it, I imagine. You know, that is what Twitch is all about. Having people show up and be like, yes, art, very nice. looks pretty good, I think. I'll add a few more spots to sell the texture. Bones always got spots in them. Who put them there? Who is putting spots in the bones? Follow the money. Okay. This is a pretty good one. I'm missing some spots here, though. They're there, they're just not dark enough to be seen. Okay. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Bone is pretty textured as far as stuff goes, so it's good to get into there with texturing it. I think we just have this inside of us all the time. Well, I don't, but I don't have this specific skeleton inside of me, hopefully. Unless I'm like secretly a dog on the inside. Hasanabe? Possibly? I think I might have. I think I might be following him on Twitter, or at least I've seen a lot of his tweets. Hasanabe. Yeah. I followed that guy. No, wait, no, I don't follow this guy, but I have seen his tweets. Fair deal. He has 1 million followers on Twitter. Wow. Very popular guy. For his location, he has Istanbul, LA, NYC. I mean, if he has 1 million followers, I suspect he would. A sickening amount. Disgusting. Would you believe him? I think he plays video games? I'm not certain. And other stuff, probably. Yeah, he just does his own thing, I think. I think he just does whatever he wants, and people show up to watch it, which is very cool for him. I draw whatever I want, and like 1 person a day shows up to watch it. Given that he is an internet like content creator, I doubt he makes like millions though. He probably makes a fair deal though. Couple 100,000 maybe. He probably has employees, so likely not making that much money just for himself. Not millions, nay, billions. Okay, this looks pretty good. Let's do another wolf skull. I have multiple pictures of wolf skulls on my computer for completely normal reasons. That being that they look pretty cool. This one is right from the front, which is interesting. No, I thought you were being serious there. Oh, this is really gross. Oh, that's so cool. Hmm, interesting. Indian. I don't know from where, but I just got an LJ song stuck in my head. I think it's not Tessellate. It's one of the ones from that album though. I haven't listened to the other LJ albums. Coming out of the woodwork, just like coming out of the wood. I really like how that stuff sounds. I don't know if it's a single guy or like a band. I think it's a band. I don't know if he could do all that on his own. An Alt J song is for like 2 seconds in a Marvel movie. Fun fact. I don't know that because someone told me. I know that because I watched a Marvel movie once and heard it, and I was like, wait, I know that song, and then it was gone. EXDINCT. EXDINCT. Oh, coming out of the woodwork, just like a jungle, coming out of the wood. It's interesting Ultra's music is because it's really abstract and very techno-y. It's like Andrew Bird, but if instead of using like normal instruments, they used soundboards and whatnot. Andrew Bird is also very abstract, obviously. Yeah, it's about even. I'm gonna make the elective decision to get rid of that and take this. Like a goat skull right now. I think that's good. You know you're heading on the streets in EXTINCT. Oh, coming out of the woodwork. Coming out of the wood. It's leaning very heavily into blue shades. Coming out of the wood. Except for this is very red. It's like a this sort of red. It starts at the midway points, like here. Midway point of the eyes as well. Shaped kind of like a heart. Rudolph the Red. This does look like Rudolph. I doubt that. I don't advertise for the singing, so I doubt people come for that. Kind of a consequence of being here. If there were more people here, I'd probably be singing less because I'd have more to talk about. I have a hard time thinking of things to talk about when there's no one here. It's a bit off center. And on the street scene, EXTINCT. Coming out of the womb. This is very dark black, or very dark brown. In the center here. It looks kind of like a brain, which is weird because it's the inside of a nose, but you know. Bones. Bones be like that sometimes. There's like some of this, but a bit darker. Inside of that. No, it needs to be something. Okay. There we go. To be very orange. Okay. How do that? Okay. This is kind of heart-shaped, interestingly. Reminds me of Dark Souls 2 for some reason. Just looking at this image reminds me of Dark Souls 2. I think I need to play that game again. I only stopped playing it a couple months ago. Oh, I need more help, please. You can't take her away from me. She's all I have left. Okay. Too much focus on that one area. I should probably go a bit out here more. Generally, this half of the skull is dark. The surface below this skull is also red. So we're gonna get some more of that in here. It's red enough. Looks like he has a little beard. Alright, have a good one. Oh, the old pearly whites. Gotta get to those now. For some reason, the inside of the nose looks a little bit like a sunset to me. Okay, it's pretty yellowish around here, so I'm just gonna... be a bit more yellowish. Gonna finish up the pizza. Still haven't finished it. I keep like taking a couple bites and being like, oh, I think I'm good now. Oh, that's funny. Scrolling a little bit through Twitter since I'm here. Oh yeah. One of these is like a picture of a bunch of chicken wings or like drummies, and like half of them are eaten. The entirety of the top and bottom still there, and it's really sad. Whenever I eat chicken, I always eat it right down to the bone. I am fucking scrupulous about eating chicken and other meat, honestly. If I'm going to eat anything, I'm gonna eat like as much of it as I can to avoid causing any waste. I don't know why. I've not like ever been in a position in my life where I would have like starved if I didn't eat all of it, but I've always just been like, this is what's in front of me. I have to eat all of it. To the point where I would eat stuff that like made me really grossed out, but I'd eat all of it and it would take me absolutely forever. Which is definitely convenient for parents if they have a kid like that who will just eat everything, even if it's gross to them. Probably worse than having a kid who won't eat anything. I remember one time I had a conversation with my friend's mom, and she was talking about how he, like, would just straight up refuse to eat if he didn't like what she made, and I was like, my mom would just slap me around. Like, she wouldn't, like, try to argue with me. She would just be like, nope, you're eating it. Sorry, bud. Apparently, that kid she has would just rather starve, literally, than eat what he makes, what she made for him. And I was like, God, that has to suck. He was like an elementary schooler as well, about my age at the time, and I was in elementary school. My mom would have just been like, nope, you don't get a choice, buddy. It's your food. Eat it. Granted, I'm always like, if my mom tells me to do something, even if I don't want to do it, I'll probably still do it since she asked me to do it. I'm just that sort of person. I'm gonna change to the hard, no opacity one. Oh, fuck. Because I like don't ever want to disappoint her. I'll just eat whatever she puts in front of me. Even to this day. I'm gonna add highlights on these once I'm done with most of them. Oh, these teeth are long. Okay, I'm gonna make this one a bit bluer so it sticks out. Hmm. The teeth need to be bigger. Oh, coming out of the woodwork. Oh, just like a jungle. I should mention I don't even know the words to the song I'm singing, I'm just guessing. Kinda hard to tell with all Jay's songs, I'm gonna be real. Okay, we have this. Are you a potion or are you a polar? We can hold hands for 15 minutes underwater. We can hold hands for a full length underwater. Like a potion. This looks insane right now. I'm gonna be real. Okay, most of the upper teeth are pretty well defined by the areas of light. Hold on. Oof. Excuse me. Isn't it funny that someone was just like making a show and they were like, damn, now what am I gonna name this sitcom? And they were like, well, everyone is friends, so why not name it Friends? And then that got like all the way to where that was just actually the name of the show. It's just fascinating. No one thought like, it might be a bit too generic, maybe? I don't know. Everyone's like, nah, yeah, that works. They are friends after all. There's a bit of subsurface scattering here, interestingly. I think it's because the bone isn't very large there. This looks like the weirdest tattoo. It genuinely does. Okay. Them pearly whites. Mm-hmm. It's a bit better. Okay, now we're gonna make dark areas in all of these. Mm. A bit hectic. Could go higher on the sides. There's like a bit of an arc to them. Okay, so this would go up to like here. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Arya's still on my bed snoring, living her best life. Living her best life at the cost of everybody else's best life, as she tends to do. No, she's not actually doing any harm. Oh, I forgot about the teeth on this side. Okay, come on, come on. Come on, come on, turn the radio on. It's Friday night and it won't be long. I keep my hair, put my high heels on. It's Friday night and it won't be long. Okay. Mhm. Neil Patrick Harris is a pretty good actor, though. I'm only thinking about that because I can still hear that damn show downstairs. It's pretty loud. I think my first exposure to that show was my mom showing me the Nothing Suits Me Like a Suit clip, because that's pretty good, actually. It's an entire, like, Broadway production. 90% of the budget for the entire show went into that one 3-minute scene. And some of the episodes, or some of the time when I'm watching, I don't know about like episode to episode basis. Some of the times that I pass by and it's on the TV, it's like painfully clear that they didn't have much budget at all for what they were doing, which is, unfortunate. Okay. This looks pretty chaotic, but I think overall pretty good. Grizzly's barking at something. Okay. So it is, just like you said it would be. Life goes easy on me most of the time. And so it is, colder water, lost daughter, no hero in the sun. Can't take my eyes off of you. Can't take my eyes off of you. Can't take my eyes off of you. Can't take my eyes. It's pretty good. Which one looks better? This one is a bit more like together in terms of hues. I think it might be too pinkish overall. Hmm. Yeah, I could use more green and blue and stuff. Mm. Did I say that I loved you? Did I say that I wanted to? Clearly a skull at the very least. We're gonna say it's good. And draw something else. What should I draw? Hmm. Hmm. Okay. You can see something popping back in there. I feel like it would be a bit repetitive to make another drawing of Scruff. Oh, by the way, I'm just gonna quickly show what I drew yesterday, which is this. having a normal one with my boy here, Essie. Not entirely sure where most of the ideas for this came up. I think I just wanted to draw blood, and I wanted to draw something quickly, and War Essie takes me less time to draw than most things, so. And in the process of drawing, like, I drew this eye first, and I began to draw in that one, but I was like, wait, I can just not draw in that. It makes an interesting effect. So, yeah, that's where that came from, I think. Looks pretty good. It's kind of hectic. Usually draw things pretty hectically, though, if that's a word. What should I draw now? I have the same wolf saved twice on my references file. My references folder. It's weird. It's one that I used for a reference for a drawing of Scruff a while ago, like a month. Oh, I know what I could do. I could finish that damn commission. I'm just gonna finish it like a normal piece because the idea I had initially I don't think will work. You need to learn how to 3D model first, so I'll get it to him eventually, but it is going to take a while because I don't think I can do the background just by drawing 2D. That guy is getting his money's worth out of commissioning me once, though, I must say. Okay, so we're just gonna take this guy, pop him in, and render him out. I think I'm gonna give him like a pretty basic background. I think it's something green. We're gonna get rid of that. Thinking of putting him in a bit more of a, like, a bit narrower of a frame, so I'm just gonna mark that out really quick. Color would work well for this guy. He's mostly blue and like purple, so do something vaguely greenish. Okay, that's pretty good. %. 66%. Wait, whoops. To put those in again. 33. 66. I'm just gonna put this in as a layout. Oh Lord, what is happening here? This is very interesting. That's not what I wanted. Okay, we're just gonna take this and go in here. Probably change this so it's a bit more centered, like that. And we're gonna make sure to get the portal's head, that I think, and gonna create some green effects as if he's doing magic of some kind. I don't play D&D that much, like I know a fair deal about D&D, but I don't actually play it barely ever. Commissioner is being very patient with me on this one, which is good, because I keep getting a lot of unfortunate burnout. Pretty burnt out in general, actually, but I just keep going, because this does also conform to like a shape hierarchy, so that's good. I'm just gonna... We're gonna say that it's like smoke, so it's gonna have like a lot of run along one side. I'm gonna say the light direction's actually coming from here, so I need to do that over. Okay, come on, Photoshop. You can do it. You can do it. I'm just gonna pay this over to save time. Did I say that I wanted to? Get this away from that point of interest there so it isn't taking up too much attention. I'm gonna say the lighting is a bit warm, so we're gonna tilt it that way. Probably the biggest issue with this, I think, is that this is a bit too close to the turtle. It's like an equal distance that that is from him. So, actually, it might be a bit easier to take that and like not move it. Take this and do move it. Okay. darker and less saturated. Smoke does have variable form. Probably polar reference. Not too bad for now. Hmm. We're gonna get rid of the guides and make a layout. Yeah, that's pretty easy. You can just do that. It's free and Bazinga. Yep. Okay, we're just gonna get rid of that now. Why are you snoring so much? Oh, oh, that didn't work. Come on. Clear guides. There we go. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna merge those together and then we're gonna use them to try and create some lighting. Wait, whoops. Let's say the shadows are blue. I think that looks good. You know what I think is interesting? So the first Just Dance game was very obviously targeting like people from the 80s, I think, and the 70s, like people who grew up in those times. And it seems that they only figured out after that game was out that young people were also interested in playing the dancing game. That or they were specifically going for a retro sort of thing that they later realized could be served differently. Definitely creates a sense of lighting. Okie dokie. I think I'm gonna use this opportunity to add some golden lighting. A soft light lighter, I think. Might be wrong. What's this? It's so bad. Color dodge? You know, if I think no one's got me, I know color dodge has got me. I just need to put it on really low opacity or look insane. Now we're just gonna bring that down a good deal. Probably even lower than that. That'll work. We just have to build off of that, which is gonna, take a while. We're gonna add it to this. Aria, what's so exciting over there, Miss Lady? She's snipping very excitedly in her sleep. Now, what in heavens? Oh, it's on multiply. Let's set it higher on that. Then I'm also gonna take that. Wait, properties, adjustments, and bump down the contrast a little bit. Okay, how's that look? Yeah, that's a bit better. Let's say that works. Wait, shit. First part of the turtle we're gonna render is the turtle himself. Which sounds like the name of a book, The Turtle Himself. But first, a word from our advertisers. I'm gonna take a break, that's what that means. Oof. So I've been drawing for like 4 hours today already. That's a lot. But so far today, I did this off stream, 20 minutes of figure drawing off stream. All of these but that one off stream. I really like how this and this one look. And this one. This is probably the worst of them, but I think it's just because the leg muscles are really weird in the reference. And then we did wolf skull and another wolf skull. Now we're doing a turtle. Definitely isn't my forte, doing very cartoony stuff, but I will attempt. But you can tell that guy's guy. Amsterdam, according to this article, is the most LGBTQ friendly city in the world, followed by Berlin and London. Nairobi is apparently higher than it was before. Mexico City, San Jose, and Santiago have maintained their ratings, which is interesting. Worst ratings include Addis Ababa, Tehran, Dakar, and Lagos. Many US cities also fell down in the ratings this year as a result of the high number of legislation introduced targeting LGBTQ plus rights. Yeah. Yeah. You ever just sad to live in the US? Should move to Amsterdam so I can be in the best. Oh, apparently the Baymax show is very gay, which I'm happy about because it's about healthcare. Like, there's a scene where they're talking about periods and stuff, which is great because periods should be talked about on TV. Period. I meant that as in the normal meaning. Oh, that cop is struggling. Oh, he just climbed a building. Holy shit. I'm just watching a TikTok right now. That's great. Oh, there was a cop chasing after a like person and he climbed up the side of a building and laid down on the roof. That's incredible. It's beautiful. The cop is so upset. I don't even know what the kid did, but I hope he gets away with it. He probably like committed the pettiest crime of all time. Oh, apparently it wasn't real, but that's funny still. Very good impression of a cop. It would be frankly incredible if that was real though. I would support it 100%. Oh, that's very cute. In the Baymax show, there's a part in it where he's just like holding people's like period stuff for them while they're all figuring out what they want. There's a trans man in it. That's really neat. Mm. It's the homophobic dog with a gay rights sign. It's beautiful. Alright, bitches, I got bad news for you. The bad news is that I'm gonna start playing video games. Video games. I can only draw for so long. I've only been drawing for 2 hours a day. You can't make me keep drawing. I might, like, stop playing Ori if it frustrates me, though. I find it a lot easier to play video games on stream than I do to draw, because trying to think of things to say while drawing is difficult. Okay, give me Ori and the Blind Forest. Aha, it shows up on stream. Okay. Okay, that works. What am I doing in this run? I think I'm just trying to get all of the secrets. Just kept getting my ass handed to me by the one area, so I gave up. Or I didn't give up, I just closed the game for the time being. I'm gonna look up the thing again. Achievements, or in the Blind Forest achievements. Find all secrets, no stone unturned. You need to do this all in one playthrough, by the way, which is why I am looking it up, because I guarantee I've found all of them, but it just wasn't all in one playthrough. Okay, Secret 13. I couldn't get all of the lights in here all in one go because it's just like getting one of them takes up time for getting all the rest, you know? I think I'm just gonna ignore the last one. That's the one that takes up the most time. Right? Come on. Come on. Shit. No. There we go. Okay, we're not gonna get this one, because this one takes up a lot of time. Plus, they're not secrets. I don't have to. No, please. I wasn't gonna shoot when I was gonna be furious. Okay, there we go. The Deathless Run is gonna be the one I'm gonna do last, because I don't want to do it. Okay, how many secrets do we have so far according to the Steam achievements? The Steam keeps track of it live. The Steam. Steam keeps track of it live, so I should be able to just check it. No. A lot of them are just like, do this thing a certain number of times, so I haven't gotten those yet. Like, just kill this many enemies. According to the thing, I have 10 secrets, which would make sense, because I've done 2 in a different order than the video, so that makes sense. I'm gonna check all the ones for this area. That's a secret. Fragment, secret 14. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna get those 2 real quick then. Ori! I really hate how often this game and the other one just interrupt you to tell you what to do. Like, I'm playing a Metroidvania, please let me figure it out. Wait, wrong button. Oh, I already have water breath. Huh.
When I played this game casually a couple times, I did get whoops, all of the did usually get water breath by this time because I would just take so much time doing it. Oh god. It's really difficult. Because I'm using a keyboard, I can't, like, control directionally super well. I hate having to, like, stop and move slowly to do stuff in this game. Water graphics look pretty good in this area, but they can be pretty rough in some others. Okay, there we go. Apparently this area here is a secret somehow. Come on. When I played this game casually a bunch of times, I got super used to having water breath, so I got really confused when I would, like, drown. Okay. That's both of those secrets. Wait, no. The map room isn't a secret, the other thing is. Honestly, what they count as a secret could be, like, absolutely anything in this. Okay. Do I have triple jump? No, I don't. There we go. Okay, little bitch boy, come and get me. Game really doesn't feel complete without the DLC things. I don't know why they released it like this. Oh god, that doesn't kill you? Doesn't kill you? Okay, you snore so loudly, Miss Lady. To kill a fair number of enemies with the charge blast. I'm just gonna start doing that now. What convenient timing you have. Trying to do that jump without triple jump's a little difficult. Okay. Wait, fuck. Ah, fuck. There we go. Triple jump can do wonders. Oh, that just killed him. Dang. How did they both die from that? That's weird. Yeah. Did that not kill you? Does this thing actually do damage? Okay, I'm gonna keep watching until I see it get to the next one. It's a secret, actually? Wow. Oh shit. It's weird that when you stand on the ground you don't get those. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna watch a bit more of the thing. Yeah, he's getting that life cell. Getting life cells very slowly, this guy. I don't need to worry about those right now, though. Hmm. That sucks. Am I gonna have to play this game all over again just to get this one room because I didn't finish? God, that's so dumb. I might just No, I'm not in a fucking hurry for this game. There's no reason to give myself the achievement unless I'm in a hurry. Or unless the achievement's just impossible to get. It's just really annoying that they don't, like, work and count what you've actually been to, they just count what you've been to recently. I'm not gonna get the Master of the Forest achievement right now anyway, so there's no real point to me going to all the map. I'll just do that next time. No, I got it. Okay, cool. No problem then. What other kill number of thing achievements do I need? Okay, there's Blast Master. Okay, that was the last one. Now I just need to kill things with the normal Spirit Flame thing. And you need to collect a bunch of energy shards for some reason? That's weird. Okay. 14 out of 16 right now. 14 out of 42, excuse me. Okay, there we go. have to kill 500 enemies with that to get the last kill number of things achievement. Oh fuck. It sucks. There we go. Are you making yourself comfortable on my pillows? Good to know, good to know. Arya is good at nothing if not making herself comfortable. Okay, I'm gonna watch a bit more of this. Right after I refresh this. To see if I have the same number of things. Still 14 out of 42 for some reason. It would really suck if it just like randomly didn't count some of that. Well, it still hasn't counted the previous ones. If the achievement doesn't work, I'm just gonna give myself the achievement because I don't want to fucking deal with this. Okay, yeah. I know that one. I'm just gonna get these really quick. Okay, I'm just gonna get to where the guy in the video is. Wait. Oh, for fuck's sake. Roy just likes to slip and slide everywhere, which makes those really precise puzzles very difficult. Okay, did that one count? Now I have 16 for some reason. Which ones is it not counting? I'm so confused. This is very tiring. Literally what hit me there? You can get up here with just double jump, but I don't want to. Oh, beans. Hmm. I'm gonna let the video play again. He could have gotten that at the beginning of the round. Okay, he's getting that energy cell now. Did I get up here with triple jump? No, but I bet. And with this. This room is really pretty. It's a shame that you don't really go to it for anything. Okay. Okay, I'm missing one secret and I have absolutely no clue what it is. Okay. Couple more nearby I can get. Here we go. Okay, so that leaves me at 19. No, now I have 20. Okay, well now I have the normal amount, so... Okay, the next secret is in the forest area. It's that one. Cool. There we go. There we go. I think Elena's, my little sister is still watching. My little sister's name is Elena, is still watching the show because it sounds very different. It sounds more like a soap opera now, and I don't think Friends or How I Met Your Mother is a soap opera, so. There's a lot of people blubbering. Blubbering is a thing you see out of a lot of soap operas. Okay, first secret, it's over here. It's not this. Okay, did it go up that time? I hate having to like really monitor my achievements to make sure that they're actually happening when I do them. Oh, my butt. Okay, I know where the next one is. Where did it go up that time? Not yet. Come on, Steam, you can do it. Maybe it'll go up later. I don't know. If I don't get it this time, I'm just gonna give myself the achievement. If it doesn't work, I'm just gonna give up. Took me a really long time to figure out what it was that made that go up. That made the thing change. Okay. Did it go up now? Nope. The counter still has not gone up. Okay. I know where that one is. Okay. Do have 22 now, so that's fun. Oh god. Okay, did the number go up this time, maybe? Did not go up this time. Very cool. Okay. I hate how much this game interrupts you to just tell you some shit. It does it so much, constantly. Yeah, it still didn't go up, so I'm 2 behind the counter. Maybe it'll randomly decide to go up later, who knows. Okay, apparently the area that this map fragment is in is a secret. Well, I just noticed that these guys are actually sitting on branches, not just midair. Okay. I got that one. That one's supposed to be 26. How many do we have now? $24. Still missing 2 somewhere. I'm gonna try a glitch. I don't know if it works on PC. I consider glitches to be fair game. Cheating, I do not consider to be fair game, but glitches? Alright, bye-bye. Have a good one. Mhm. Mm. I'm just gonna see where the next secret is so I can try to get the thing working. Arya, did you tell Grizzly what's what? Did you tell him? Okay, apparently the next one is there. So we're gonna go there. Glitch is like a treat from developer to player. Cheating is different, in my opinion. Really funny how the game feels the need to explain to you that all the corpses around you are corpses who froze to death, just in case you couldn't figure it out yourself. Wait. I have a question. No, I'm pretty sure it just wants me to use a different save, not an actual backup. Okay, no problem. I think it worked. It's good news. Hmm. This is a bit of a finicky thing, huh? Might have to go back between the two saves, which I don't mind. Okay, we're gonna see if this works. Interesting. Hmm. No, it just has it set to 1. That's weird. Yep, still just set to 1. Hmm. No stone unturned. You know, look up if there's any glitches related to that. Hmm. I'm gonna watch this video. It has a glitch in the description, apparently. Okay. I think I know what I need to do. Oh, it is working. That's good. Okay. Let's see if it keeps going up. Still at 31. Maybe I need to find another secret in this file. Wait, oops. I'm curious if it'll go if I do that. Okay. I can just do the thing normally now, though. Because I have enough secrets that if I keep finding them normally, I should be able to get it. Okay, yeah, that one. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Come on, Rory, please work. Hello. How are you doing?
Oh,
How's that working?
how about you?
It's going.
Why are you constantly playing the Ori again?
Because some of the achievements just don't work. So I'm trying to make them work.
But you got all the achievements of the Ori.
It gave me 2 editions of the game, so I figure I might as well play both of
Right.
them.
Are you guys having a really fun sleepover party so far?
So much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun, so much sleepover. Tragic. I don't think either of these are going up anymore. Which is weird. Like, I'm pretty sure it said 370 for a while now. It said that for a while now, too. I might just give both of those to myself, so that I don't have to deal with them being glitchy. Oh, Arya, such a pretty lady. Such a pretty lady.
Thoughts of the evening, babe? This is just working.
I don't have anything particular to do.